Welcome to game number two. Hi, it's Jeremy Mansfield here with another Magic the Gathering video. Um, we've lost the last game with my Johnny's Inspiration um, deck. We are going to, obviously, like I said, I did some gameplay prior in the last video, and we are going to do a red and green deck because it satisfies one of these overall. And that we are going to select a different deck. I was just looking at what I would get if I were to pass the level or whatnot, but it's locked because I don't have the battle pass, like so to speak. In like every game, like you have to buy the battle pass each time and stuff. You have to grind and all that. I would have got like a Guilds of Ravnica, so to speak. I'll actually show you that really quick before I switch. So it's like it looks like, yeah, like if I were to buy like this pass, I would have gotten this card style. I would get in Guilds of Ravnica because it's still in standard. I would be getting 500 coins to next, and so on and so forth. I think like every single one has prize of some sort if I were to buy, which is 3,400 gems. I only have 50. I am not going to spend money on gems just to get the mastery pass, is what it's called, to get all these different things. And especially, I'm not really that much of a good Magic player myself, so I wouldn't know how to even get 3,400 gems back in order to have like a free pass the next time, unless if it's like every game where you earn your gems back, but then I would have to grind and grind, and I don't even think that you get so far it's like 600 gems in here. You would have to like at least win 800. So I think you would have to at least either put money into it or overall in general grind the other like modes in order to win gems back. And me personally, I'm kind of like a 50-50. It depends on the draw of the cards or whatnot. So rather me not talking about that. Obviously, this is about gameplay and not looking up stuff. But I'll probably show you like every episode or something, like something cool about this arena, as I found a way to record it. Multiple people you can record it. However, so this is how I'm gonna record it. Obviously, I'm gonna still stay in the standard rank. That way, I can boost up my ability. Obviously, you see all the uh, game events. Uh, I could technically be in a standard event, historic event, maybe with my other cards, and then the premier draft, because we got a draft coin because of this coronavirus thing. We just got a draft entry, so I could do that. I could do a quick draft of that. I could do a traditional draft. I could do a traditional standard event, historic event. Maybe one Friday I'll be doing part of the standard event and then just show you overall like what it is, because I honestly have no idea what it is, to be honest, or just part of the episodes, because normally I would be playing at a game store on Friday nights, but obviously with this coronavirus I don't know if the game store is even open. And second of all, I'm trying to help my family not get the coronavirus, so I've been kind of staying stuck quarantine, doing all this fun stuff. And now, since like I said in the update that I couldn't until I found something that I can record it on, and I found a way to record it on. So there's going to be more Magic the Gathering, and then I'll create another playlist like when it comes to me opening up my booster box, like I said in the last episode, and other stuff in general when it comes to Magic the Gathering. So I'm going to switch decks, like I said. I'm going to pick Gruul Clans because I know it's a deck that's already pre-constructed. I don't know. I don't remember how I won it or whatnot, because you can win decks or you get them through like the booster box. Like the booster box is going to have a code for me, but I already kind of, because you can do codes and stuff like that, like per set, you can get like packs and stuff. Like if you do like play Akora, just like the Akora name, not like the layer of Beneath or whatever, you get like 3 packs like per thing, and that's how you start your collection. Or this is probably uh, Core Set 20 and War of the Spark with Rowan and stuff like that, because they're still standard legal. So all these cards that are in these decks, besides going up to Swamp and Forest, I have 14 cards, 14 like the triangles, like I said in the last, are cards that are out of standard legal, unless if I do like a historic event, maybe. I have no idea. I really don't really get involved with this. This is kind of like one of those games that, hey, if I really want to play Magic because I miss playing it in person, then I will hop onto this game. But obviously, since I'm going to be creating content on this, I'm going to be creating more episodes and more going to be playing it more as much as I can. Obviously, not to overheat my computer because it does heat it and it does drain the battery pretty quickly. So I'll try to do it maybe as best as I can, because obviously I like to relax, watch YouTube, and use my computer a lot. So it's kind of like my main source of entertainment right now, besides maybe watching a television or playing apps on my phone. So rather than me rambling and talking, let's get into the gameplay. And hopefully I win. Should take a few seconds, not too long. Yeah, that took 7 seconds. It normally come really quick. You're probably people playing all over the time, because obviously with the different time zones and everything, and maybe with wonky sleep schedules. All right, so I got 3 lands, 2 forests, and 1 mountain. And then I got, all right, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it because the fact of I don't go first, I believe, that he goes first, so he has to put a card out, and then I get a draw card, and then I can also put this, I can't really put the giant growth out, but I can wait a turn until I can put this creature out or whatever if I get a 1-drop creature. This is a 1-drop instant where it gives a creature, I guess I go first. So I'm going to put a red source first, and then a green source, because I see mostly red. And, well, obviously it's a mixed balance of red and green, but within my hand I see mostly of green that needs to be, or red that needs to be put down. And then this, and then I get to choose an option, whether if it's haste, and I can attack it right away, or I get a +1/+1 counter away until the next turn to use it. I'm going to put the +1/+1. He doesn't have a threat or anything. I have these giant growth, so at least I can put 2 and then attack with it. Because now he has... Oh, so now I have to sacrifice a creature, or a card. I'm going to sacrifice this, discard it, because it's too big of a drop. Alright. So I'm just going to use them both right away, and then attack. And I think that card he uses every single upkeep or before like attacks or something. Because, or if it's just one time. Actually, discard. Or this one. What does this do? Can't be blocked by creature tokens. I'm going to use this card. There. And so now he's going to get 6 damage if he doesn't get a creature each time. And so it may be 2 or 3 turns that he is going to be eliminated. Or that happens where he just wipes my board. I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter on it. That way it's a 3-2 instead of a 2-3 or a 2-1, so to speak. So now I got at least a blocker. Oh, he's got 1 mana open. Well, this doesn't really do anything. I'm not going to attack because he has a blocker that's a 2-2, and that easily could, well, it could die, but it's whenever Rumble Belt Riders attack against plus X / plus 0 till the end of the turn, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. So it would be a 3-4 then. Alright, so I'm going to put this creature out. Going to just attack all. So it's a 3-4 and a 3-2. So they bounce. He loses a creature. Obviously, it sucks to lose it, but I still have him, and then he would be a 2-4. I thought it would be quicker because he didn't have the cards, but obviously red and black do kind of mix together, and they are, especially red, quickly eliminates, and now I have no cards in my hands either way. So what card got swept? Oh, that card. Forerunners. That Forerunners are normally good because I have Nalia's Forerunner, which is Theros Beyond Death. Alright, so now my creatures are just dead. Can't really do anything because that's a sorcery. So who knows? It may be swapped around, but all I know is that I at least put up a fight with this guy or girl. Can't be sexist because actually it's behind the screen. So I guess, yeah. This may be done for me. Who knows? Because every single time he's going to cast that card. I'm going to put a +1/+1 on it. It's the fact of when it attacks a target creature, the opponent can't block. So that's always a good thing. And plus, if it were to be yeah, because he can continue doing that throughout. So I just may lose 3 per turn, but he'll lose 2 or more per turn, depending if I get. Oh, so you just exiled. I'm just going to put a +1/+1 counter on it. I'm not going to attack it because he has the Croxa now. Escape. You can cast. You may cast this card from your graveyard for its escape cost. So now it is hexproof. I don't know why you'd get that though. Unless if it's like removal, but so now hexproof, haste. Oh, so now I get it back anyway. So target creature you control gets +2/+2, and at first target creature you don't control. So then they would even out. They both die. And then I can attack. Oh, but then he's He gets it back. Oh, because of the escape. So if he has, what is it? If he has 5 other cards from his graveyard, now that's going to be a knowing agent because every single time it attacks, deals combat damage, it will. Alright, so it may be game over. Who knows after this round if he can cast that, but I don't think he can because he doesn't have 5 cards in his graveyard. But he also has that card, and hopefully I get a creature. Otherwise, that's just going to ramp up. And most likely kill that if he attacks with that, but who knows. I just want this. Obviously, this game gets to the point where it gets a little annoying when you're down to the last 2 life, and then why don't you just attack me? You have creature spells you control can't be countered. That card can't. There we go. Maybe close to game over. Who knows? Oh, he gained 1 life. Alright. So now he at least has 2 more turns if I were to attack with this guy, and if he were to attack with his. Maintenance counter. Can't be blocked by except 2 or more. Okay. So, literally now it's just becoming annoying. There. What? Alright, he's just getting lucky. So that's 4. Brings me down to 5. Alright, he's got me since now it's going to be 5. I only got to land. I'll just pay the 2 life. Say a good game to him, and game's over. Sad to say, I lost 2 in a row within this series, but it's okay. I win some, I lose some. Eventually, obviously, I'm going to show the wins. I didn't move up, which is sad, but I hopefully have gotten some coins, gotten some XP, 500, and I've gotten some coins. So before I leave, I got 1,475. Technically, I could, within, was it like one of these, like I could save to like 10,000 with this, or I'm going to see what other, oh, so there would be 10,000, but we got that ticket entry, stuff like that. I'm going to show you, another thing, what you could do, since obviously I don't have the master pass is what they call it. Obviously, you have all these deals and everything. But if you go down to packs, each pack is 1,000 coins. And so, what this is obviously the Ikora layer of beneath whatever you say it is obviously standard. So is Theros, Beyond Death, War of the Spark, Core Set 2020, War of the Spark, Ravnica Allegiance, and Guilds of Ravnica. I started collecting cards with Guilds of Ravnica, which was like a year and a half ago. Like I said in the last video, I keep referring to the last video. But what this means is that with these reds, they are not standard legal anymore. Oh, that just moves it left and right. And then these silver looking ones, these silver white ones, are standard legal as of right now. As soon as it becomes towards the fall, course set, uh, mm, I believe it's these five that aren't going to be standard legal as of coming up in the fall of 2020, because what it does, it's four sets unless if War the Spark is still going to be I think War Throne of Eldraine is going to be standard legal until next year, maybe not, I don't know, since now they have these like core sets at weird times, I believe. I don't know, because they keep coming up with a new set like every quarter of the year, so every 3 months there's a new set that comes out. So um, overall, and obviously you could buy packs with gems, but I only have 50, so I can't buy 3 packs or 6 or whatever, and obviously I'm not going to spend money into it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up 1 pack since I have the 1,000 coins, to show you guys. If you haven't like downloaded this, and show you all the features and stuff throughout it, and just creating a good video. So obviously purchase my pack. Obviously I'm going to have more when I win and upgrade into becoming more of a player when it comes to this set. Click on it. See what this rare card is. A dinosaur. Krieger the Macro Sage. All right, it's a companion. Companion is a new terminology. If your starting deck meets a companion's restriction, you may choose it to be your companion and cast it once from outside the game. So I feel like it could be in your like maybe sideboard, so to speak. I have no idea. I would have to look into these terminology. Because the Ikora set had a couple of terminology it was creating. Like there's new terminology per like set. Like for this set, Ikora, there's mutate is one of them, and now I guess companion is another one. But obviously, I am going to be creating like content of if you're just getting into Magic or whatnot, and maybe you get the later sets and not like the sets now, because to be honest, it is kind of an expensive hobby, but also it is a fun thing. And say if like you have a collection like me, and with this whole coronavirus you can't really play, but like you have family members that may want to get into it or something like that, and there's also other products out there that you can also help try to get right into the game itself. um, and that will be also in my MTG content playlist of terminology of what to know. Say if you were to buy a later set, terminology of now that I'll have to look into, and obviously in this set, and also like terminology of gameplay, otherwise, and also like other products that you can buy and what type of products, and also the formats will be in the content. Also like the Ikora layer booster box opening too. Um, I probably won't do it to every set open up a booster box and do it, because it does get quite expensive. It's like $100, but if you like pre-order it at the right time, you'll get it at like a $90. But you have to be like perfect precise. But with this coronavirus stuff, like I didn't I didn't know like when it was gonna come out, like if it was even gonna come out, or if it was still gonna come out. But overall in general, like everyone's like lockdown, quarantine, and then but now with Wisconsin, now with opening up businesses slowly, but still like since game stores are non-essential, that I didn't know when they were going to open. But either way, I got a booster box because of I'm set for the next year whenever this coronavirus stuff passes. Obviously, it's still going to be a lingering problem with through sickness and it's not going to go like away, but also just make sure that we wash our hands, make sure we clean ourselves, and make sure we just do the proper thing, because obviously this pandemic has been a historic event, and we just want to lessen the problem and not increase the problem. But back at this, the first on top of like the brim border of the card, that means this is the first time I've gotten this card. Now with this card, I guess since when I played earlier, I've gotten this card before, so now it's just like an extra one. In each set, like obviously in like standard legality, you're only allowed 4 cards in a deck. So I got the second one, and if I were to get like 4 of them, say if I got 4 of these cards like right away in a row, I'm not going to get that card again, because in all honesty of each deck, you're only allowed 4 cards, and you can obviously make so much like decks. Obviously, like electronic wise, you can make so much decks with the same card in different decks, but in person, obviously, you have to like buy the card and stuff. But overall, in honesty, like each deck is only allowed 4 in standard rules. It's different in each format, but more like with formats, so to speak, besides Commander, you're only allowed 4 of a different, 4 of the same card. So I've gotten these cards for the first time, and I can also craft them with whether if they are a common or an uncommon or a rare or a mythic rare. Now this is, I think, a rare and not a mythic rare. But in obviously the next video, I'll probably show you crafting and what it is, so to speak, if you would want more of that card, whether if you're creating a deck on here, whether if you watched my first introduction to MTG Arena and you've downloaded and you started an account, obviously throughout gameplay and stuff, I'm going to be showing knickknacks of this whole entire thing, and then eventually it'll probably be just gameplay and having fun, showing wins, showing losses, showing all the stuff that I can get, showing all the objectives that I need to accomplish. Obviously, I got the red and green one because that was a red and green deck, and so now I'm 2 away from either red or black and 1 away from green or blue. Obviously, this would go up per win that I would get. The max I've had is like 15 in 1 day. Obviously, it doesn't happen every single day, and not every single time that I play, I'm going to win 15 times. I am going to lose. I am going to win. It's just all honesty of the fun of the game. So hopefully you enjoyed this video about MTG Arena, buying a pack, seeing the cards, whether it be the first time or if I got the card the second time or a third time or whenever, and then also seeing that I've gotten an objective and also I've gotten an XP boost, so to speak, and that I'm almost done with level 2. Obviously, if I had the Master Pass, I'd be getting that Guilds of Ravnica pack. That's what it's showing in the background, but I'm only doing like the standard guest, so to kind of like the guest, so to speak, where I get a pack every other level. Hope you're staying safe, be positive, stay healthy. Peace out.